Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, loves. We are back at it this morning. Happy Sunday morning. Peace and blessings to everyone. I promised that I would be live last night, so here I am. I'm a little bit off time-wise, but here we go. So I'm gonna just give everybody a few minutes to hop in. My intent was to start at 8:30, but then I was like, let me call my mom. Morning, Aisha, love. How are you feeling this morning? I meant to tell you too last night, if you don't have like vitamin C to drink, they have like vitamin C tablets that'll help a lot. They have these tablets. I think you can get them at CVS or Walgreens. And they just dissolve, kind of like Alka-Seltzer, but they really, really help. They're vitamin C tablets. Ooh, love, I'm so sorry. Take it easy. Take it easy, honey. Just take it easy. What was I gonna say? Oh, before I get into readings, I wanted to say, because you're one of my moderators, I wanted to say, see what y'all's opinions are, because remember when I used to do, remember when I used to, a while back when I started doing donations only, and I would do $10 for like a 5-card spread and then $20 for a deep dive. I wanted to go back to that, but I'm going to increase my price because it's increased on my website. So I want to have the two matching. Like for questions on my website, it's $15 now because, you know, the cost of everything has gone up. And I'm like, let me ask my moderators what y'all think, because I don't want to be unreasonable, but at the same time, like, yeah, I don't want to be unreasonable, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not doing readings for free. I'm not going to do it. We all know how that worked out in the past when I tried to do it, and we got all kinds of weirdos, all kinds of crazy ass questions, and all kinds of stuff that I just don't even want to deal with. So I'm not going to do it for free. Now, mind you, even though if I increase my prices, if somebody donates something, I'm still appreciative and I will still read for them, but I'm not doing it for free. That's what I'm not going to do. Now, this is what I was thinking, Aisha, and you tell me what you think, because you're the only moderator in here right now. I was thinking if I do decide to do some free readings, I can just pick randomly. Like, you know, oh, so-and-so's been in here. I see she's in here quite frequently in the live streams. Be like, okay, I'm going to do a free reading for you. If you have a question, let me know. I wanted to know y'all's thoughts on that because I do like to give back. Like, I love to give back to my subscribers and viewers, but I feel like the only people that should benefit from it are the people who are actually involved. Like, if you're a person who subscribes to my channel, you watch my content, you actually support my channel in whatever way that is, liking the video, sending donations, whatever. I feel like those are the people that should benefit from my channel. That's just my thoughts. So instead of $10, it's going to go up to $15. But $15 will be for it. And this is what another thing I was going to do. Hang on. Let me grab my pen. Because as I'm saying this, let me write it down. I got to write it down. Okay, so. $15 5-card spread, and I'm gonna say 10 minutes. So I'm gonna try to set a timer on my phone because y'all know I talk a lot. So to help me keep the flow of the live stream going, set a timer. Once I start that person's reading, 10 minutes. 10 minutes for whatever they need to say, 10 minutes for whatever question they might have, and I'm moving on to the next person. Does that make sense, Aisha? 5 cards, 10 minutes. $20 deep dive. $20, 15 minutes, because I'm thinking Monday. I think Monday, we'll do it Monday, because that's tomorrow. I'll give it a week. I'll give it a week before I do it. That way people, actually no, because if I wait around, people are going to be like, what? I'm going to wait. Yeah, we can start doing it tomorrow. What do you think? What are your thoughts? What would you suggest? Moderators, I got y'all anyway, so y'all don't have to worry about that. So, but what I was going to say was if, because I do free readings for y'all, if when moderators come in, if I can just get y'all before I get into paid readings, because y'all are already here. And I hate waiting until the end of the stream to do y'all's readings, because y'all are already here most of the time. You're here, Valerie's here, sometimes Queen is here. Y'all are my main moderators anyway. So I'm like, since my moderators are already here, then I could just go ahead and do y'all's reading first thing. And then if somebody comes in, then I can do, you know what I'm saying? Or should I just leave it? This was my second thought. Or should I just leave it at 10, and 20? Should I leave it there? Hi, Anna. Okay, love, I got you. I got you. That's fine. You can email me. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to tweak it. I'm good, love. How are you? Welcome to my channel. So you think $12 for a basic and then $22 for a deep dive, Aisha? Let's see. 12. That would be a 5-card pull. And then 22 for deep dive. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because it's cheaper than booking a full-on reading. And then if they have if anybody that has more than 2 questions, they just need to get redirected to my website. For real. They real talk. They need to be redirected to go to the website and just book there. Good morning, Tasha love. How are you? Yes, and y'all can email me, Aisha. So when the other moderators finally do hop in, and I was going to address that too. If you're going to be here, be here. Because sometimes I may be a few minutes off. Like this morning, I was a few minutes off. We started at 9, but most of the time I start on time. 7:30. If I'm going to be here at 7:30, I'm going to be here at 7:30. So if you're going to be here, be here. Because the whole purpose of moderating is to help the flow of the live stream. That's the whole point and purpose. Let's see. Okay. How are you, Tasha love? Exactly, Aisha. So I am going to address it. I plan on having a quick little moderators meeting later this afternoon. Not only that, but when some weirdo comes in or somebody's asking, um, a question that just really makes no sense, or they're wanting to argue during the course of a reading, which I'm never going to do, block, block. That's what my moderators are for. Block, block, block me, block, block, block. But that's my Aquarius side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do not have time for the BS. I do not. I do not. Yes, it does. It does. It does. It does. Girl, it smells lovely. It smells lovely. Especially if you burn it with, like if you have rose incense. If you have rose, I got these, well, they had them at Walmart, but I actually got them from the dollar store. They have these same candles at Walmart. There's a different one too. There's like a lavender something, but the rose one smells really good. If you burn it like with a rose incense, yeah. If you're new, welcome to my channel. And sometimes I like to put, let me show you. In my candles, depending on what I'm doing, I like to put little essential oils in there. These are blend oils, but like you have cedarwood, lavender, bergamot, orange, peppermint, lemon, lemongrass, tea tree, rosemary, lime, like just different ones. I plan on getting other like floral scents. You can do lavender. Really? I wonder why. Oh man. Thank you, Tasha. I was like, ooh, I'm feeling green. Hi, Love Squad. I was like, ooh, I'm feeling green, so I did green. I wonder why. Is it like your skin is sensitive to lavender? Is that why? Anna A. Love, if you're still here, just let me know so I can get into your reading. Oh, your allergies. Oh, wow. I've never heard of that, but I guess, there's always a first for everything. Some people have an allergic reaction to essential oils, so I would always say before you use them, or even before you burn them, try it out. Like just kind of, take a whiff to see if it bothers you or causes some type of reaction. Because yeah, you got to be careful, especially before you apply something topically. Okay, so Anna A, you were wanting to know about your person, right? Is that correct? And also, if you are just hopping into the live stream, please do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. Great, yeah, because you want to be careful, because what works for some people may not work for you, and you want to make sure, because I have people in my family who have sensitive skin. What do they call it? I can't think of what it's called at the moment. Starts with an E. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But they have to use special laundry liquid, or they can only use natural fragrances to do certain things, or they have to wear gloves to wash dishes. Like they can't have bleach aroma, the smell of bleach. So yeah, just be careful with it. Anything that you apply topically or take internally, be careful. Rico, please stop biting. Move your face. Move your face. Definitely. Anna A, what were you wanting to know about your person? What was your question? And how long have you been together, if you're together? Those will be for clarifiers. Here is my deck. Aisha. Yeah. A lot of people were telling me, Jessica said that last night. I'm going to ask, you know what, Aisha? I'm going to ask Jessica if she wants to be a moderator. I think she would make a great moderator. What was I going to say? Yeah, a lot of people have been telling me that they have not been getting my notifications. So if you are new to the channel and you enjoy my content, please make sure, one, you subscribe, and two, like Aisha said, you turn on all your post notifications. Because YouTube, I don't know what's going on with them. Gotta keep them in prayer, y'all. Yeah. And sometimes I know people have told me in the past when that happens, Tasha, you just some people tell me they've had to unsubscribe and resubscribe, which is weird to me. I would think to turn on the notification, turn it off, and turn it back on. That would be my first thought. Because sometimes these apps they update, and that's just like with my Instagram app the other day. I had to uninstall the app, reinstall the app, because I could not post. I couldn't make a post. It's just weird sometimes. Instagram is weird like that sometimes. And then when I got into a conversation with someone in my DMs, I was, you know how like in Instagram, if somebody sends you a message, you can tap on that message and it'll give you the reply option to reply to that exact comment or phrase. It wasn't letting me do it. So I had to turn my phone off, and then I waited a while, turned my phone back on, went into the messages, and then it came back up. So sometimes this technology stuff is super slow. Just keep that in mind. So it's okay if you get the notification late. Anna A, did you hear my question of how long have you and your person been in a connection? And what is it that you wanted to know about this person? What was your question? Y'all, if you hear crunching, it's because Rico has apple slices this morning. So if you hear loud crunching, that's what that's about. I apologize in advance. Because he's very loud and he's playing inside of a box. Technically, it's his room and I just invade his space. So, you know. Okay. Current feelings a year. Is the reason that you're wondering about his feelings because you kind of feel like things are kind of like falling kind of distant between you two? What is Alan's overall energy right now? No contact. How long have you been in no contact? You've been together a year, but how long have you been in no contact? What's Alan's overall energy? The world. I got distance. Is this like a long distance relationship? Like you two live at a distance from each other, or there just could be just the distance of the connection, the emotional connection too, the lack of contact. For some reason, I feel like he may not be completely done, Anna. When was the last time you guys actually had contact? Rico? No. No. Hang on, y'all. Just 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Come here, bud. Come here. Come on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Rico can be a lot sometimes, y'all. Anna, can you see? Can you let me see. I'm gonna see if I can tap in because I don't see your response to my question. And it could just be lagging on my end. Mm-mm. Right, Tasha. I'm like, waiting for a response at this point. Oh, for those of y'all who y'all are starting to read tarot, y'all want to know how I charge my decks? Look, check this out. This actually has Florida water and it has my Leo full moon water in it. Here's my Leo full moon water and it smells just like Florida water. It's how I cleanse my decks, my crystals, and keep everything charged. Also clear away negative energy. Together. So 2 days ago, who reconciled and quarreled again? You two, or was he with someone else? I want to make sure I'm understanding it clearly. I'm assuming you two, because I asked you, when is the last time you two had contact, and you said 2 days ago. So you two got into it. You guys had a little spat, and then you guys reconciled. And then you quarreled. You had another fight, right? Just making sure I'm getting it right. Y'all, Tasha, Aisha, y'all let me know what are y'all getting from what she's texting, because it doesn't make sense to me, and I'm trying to make sure that it makes sense. So y'all had a fight, reconciled, and then had another fight, all in 48 hours. This is in the first 48. Oh, goodness. Trying to make sure I'm getting it right, y'all. I'm trying to make it make sense. I really am. And y'all know me, like I don't know, I'm not like some dragon's blood. I'm trying to make sure I understand it before I ask Spirit what the advice on the situation is. But I'm gonna tell you right off the top, like I talked about last night, Anna, I think there's some work that needs to be done. Inner work on both of y'all's parts, honestly. Shadow work, because I feel like both of you have issues that you're not ready to work on. If you're fighting that much, or you're constantly having like quarrels, disagreements that often, then both parties need to take a step back and look at yourself and see what is the issue. And ask yourself, am I the issue? Am I projecting any type of insecurity, or Am I trying to manipulate this person into doing what I want them to do? Am I allowing them the freedom to choose what they want here? Like, these are really good questions to literally write down and ask yourself when you're in a connection with somebody else. Have I dealt with my own issues before I even got into this situation with this person? And what issues do they have, unbeknownst to me, that are not my problem, that they're projecting onto me? You see what I'm saying? Is this person even mature enough for a relationship? Are they even relationship material? Because sometimes as women, we tend to want things that are not good for us, that are not even beneficial for us in the first place. So if you're constantly having to, go back and forth, and there's a lot of confusion, I always say this: God, Spirit, Source, whatever you want to call him, the Most High, Creator of the universe, is not the author of confusion. You know who's the author of confusion? Satan, the devil. And if it's confusion, there's going to be drama, there's going to be grief, and there's going to be a lack of peace. You see it? It's going to be a lack of peace. Exactly, Aisha. Yeah, I'm seeing ego here. I'm seeing big ego here. I'm also seeing that this person has a lot of emotional issues too. A lot of emotional issues. 1 minute they feel some type of way about something you've said. It doesn't take much for you to trigger this person. He could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a fire sign. But this person feels very deeply, or he could have water placements. Don't know if he's a fire sign because I got big Aries energy here. And especially if he's a fire sign man, his ego is way up here. So you telling him what to do, or you may not be telling him what to do, but you may be telling him how to do something, may come across as you trying to control him. So sometimes you just have to kind of step back and say, I've said what I've said, what I need, what I expect, and just leave it there. Just leave it on the table. You know how you fix a plate for someone and you say, here's a plate. You said you were hungry, so I fixed you something to eat. Here's a plate. Leave it on the table. Either you eat it or it gets thrown away. I'm not going to force you to eat it. You have the choice. You can take your time. You can wait until it gets cold. You can eat it while it's hot. I don't care. But it's here. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to do that. You see what I'm saying? And if he messes around and waits around too long, you're the plate, okay? If he messes around and wait too long, he's not going to have that meal. It's going to be given to somebody. Somebody else might eat it. He might come back later. It's gone. It's thrown in the trash. Like, something is going on. But both of you, there's issues on both parties' ends because, and I actually, this is funny, because I actually posted about this the other day. When you've made something very clear to someone, it doesn't matter, even if it's in a relationship or family or friend, if you made it very clear to this individual that certain behaviors are not acceptable for you and they continue in that behavior, they're showing disregard for you. They're showing disrespect for you. So at that point, you have to decide, like Aisha said, is this a healthy situation? Absolutely not. So if it's not healthy, what am I doing here? And you keep trying to explain yourself or keep repeating yourself, it's just a waste of time. They know what they need to do differently. But it looks like right now, he's kind of stubborn. Whoever this person is, he could be very stubborn when it comes to seeing things from a different perspective than his own. So that could be why you're not really hearing from him, because he doesn't feel like he's done anything wrong. That's another issue. And like I said, that goes back to shadow work. When someone's not willing to take responsibility or to take to have a piece of humble pie, like I've mentioned before, humility, pride goes before a fall. Humility is something that's lacking in a lot of people. If I tell you that you hurt me by something, even if I think I didn't, I'm not going to invalidate your feelings. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I apologize if I made you feel that way, or that I made you feel that way. I apologize for that. That was never my intention. You see what I'm saying? How can I help? How can I help to improve our relationship going forward? Whether it's a friend, a family member, or anything. That too. And because the ego is really to protect. The ego is really just to protect you. So sometimes that ego is a barrier just to protect that person. Like I said, from all the other deeper issues that Love Squad mentioned that need to be addressed, that they haven't addressed. That's why I said pull back, withdraw, and give them some time to figure out, work out whatever they need to work out. They may actually come back around, but I wouldn't continue to entertain it because you're only going to find yourself back in a quarrel, back in a conflict. You see what I'm saying? But it looks like this person does have love for you. It's just right now they're kind of stuck. They're kind of stuck either in their head about how they want to proceed or if they want to proceed. And at the same time trying to, like Love Squad mentioned, balance out their own insecurities. I feel that deeply. Trying to balance out their own insecurities. And that's where the inner work comes in, because you got to work on yourself. This is why I say this all the time. Nobody is going to be like completely perfect because none of us are. But you should at least try to take some time to learn you, to learn what your triggers are, what trauma you've been through, so you're not putting that onto somebody else. And if you do, you can recognize it immediately and fix it. Apologize, make amends, and try to move forward from that. I hope that helps. What are his feelings here? What are his feelings here? What are Alan's feelings towards Anna? And honestly, I don't feel like he's completely done. I don't. I feel like there's still lessons to be learned from this experience with this person. Ooh, not too many. But sometimes people need space to work on themselves, and that's okay. That's okay. He's kind of feeling disappointed that things didn't turn out the way that he thought between the two of you. He's kind of disappointed. Yeah, because he has a lot of love for you. He does. He sees you as somebody that's very kind and loving. But there's a lot of hurt here. Four of Cups. There's a lot of distance between you two because there could be other things. And I feel like this could be emotional with the Four of Cups, like Love Squad mentioned, that he's trying to deal with. So you see how this couple right here in this card is like kind of distant. He's over by the window. And she's just kind of sitting there. That's kind of the energy that I'm picking up between the two of you. Like you guys are separate because you both have a lot that you want going forward. You both have a lot of your own issues to deal with. And so before you come back together, you're going to have to sort that out. You're going to have to take some time and sort that out between the two of you before this can, you know what I mean? Before this can take off. Let's see. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. He's very intelligent. He's very hardworking. He could be focused on work and stuff like that right now too. So he may not have as much time to give to this connection as much as you would like him to. So that's something to consider as well. Like whatever he does for a living, he may be very consumed with work a lot of the time. So he may not have as much time to spend with you. And if you're a very needy person, there's nothing wrong with wanting attention and affection, but if you're a person who needs it more than the average person, then that's something you might want to consider too. Like, are we really compatible? Because I need somebody who's here for me 7 days a week. This person is only here 3. You see what I mean? So that's something to consider. But yeah, he still has a lot of love for you. He's disappointed because you guys both are distant from one another. And I feel like this is because of both of your egos are in the way here. That's what I'm picking up. You feel like you're right and he's wrong, and he feels like he's right and you're wrong. So it's like finding that middle ground, that common ground to humble yourselves and say, you know what? How can I work on this? What can I do differently? How can we work together to make this work? But I don't feel like it's over. I feel like right now it's kind of like up in the air, stuck in limbo. But that's how he's feeling right now. Like he loves you, but he's not gonna make any sudden move. It's not gonna be what's the possible outcome here? Possible outcome between Anna and Alan. We got Queen of Pentacles. You might be more concerned about taking care of your needs and doing what makes you happy, but also you may gain some clarity on his behavior more if he decides. Because I feel like with the Magician here, this is Gemini energy, but with the Magician, this is about manifesting, the desire to manifest something back into action. I feel like you guys might come back together. He sees you as a good catch. Queen of Wands, definitely. Yeah. But I feel like you may move forward because you don't know, with the moon here, you don't know what's going on. And that's where you kind of feel in the dark because he's not talking. He's not saying anything. So you might just be focused more on your own happiness and the things that you can control. And that's probably the best thing for you. Spirit, what's the advice? You're Gemini. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of picked up that you are quick to move on, so that makes sense. Spirit, what's the advice? Sometimes, you know that saying, if you only knew? If you only knew what this person was dealing with, you might see them a little bit differently. Spirit, what's the advice for Anna? Anna. Yeah, sometimes you just have to pull back and let them do them. Ooh. Compromise and reconsider. Remember I told you might want to consider if this is something that is going to work out for you, if this is even going to be the right person for you. Are they willing to compromise? You know it? Are they willing to work with you? Ooh, we got Capricorn season. You could have Capricorn placements, or he could. This is a work in progress. This is definitely a work in progress, but focus on your financial stability. And there's no need to worry about this. Okay? So Spirit wants you to know that. There's no need to worry about this. It's all going to happen exactly the way it's supposed to. So don't stress yourself out about it. Just know that it's a work in progress. If it's going to go anywhere, it's going to take some time. So, don't force it, but no need to worry, and focus on your own financial stability. Focus on being where you want to be career-wise, financially, all of that. Where you're fully capable of doing your own thing and being happy regardless of a relationship. Okay? That's your reading, love. Hope that helps. Thank you so much for hopping in, and please don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up the video, and turn on your notifications. All right, y'all. Okay. Hi, Diana. Did I miss anybody who donated already for a reading? If you donated already for a reading, please drop a green heart so we know. Oh, Tasha. Tasha, I thought I saw you with a green heart. Hey Diana, welcome back, love. How are you? Yeah. And Anna, just know that sometimes relationships can be, they can be a lot. They can be draining. So don't feel bad for just giving it a break because, whew, goodness. It is okay to just give yourself permission to just be like, okay, I'm going to let you do you and I'm going to pull back and I'm just going to see how this goes, you know? Thank y'all so much to everybody who hopped in the live stream this morning. I got quite a few people watching, so that's really awesome. Oh, you're welcome, Anna Love. You're most welcome. We'll be live again tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm trying to go live 3 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. And sometimes I go live on the weekend, just depends on what I got going on. Burning Sage. I wish you all the best. Oh, you're fine, Tasha Love. Did you drop a green heart? Because I want to make sure I did not miss anybody. I want to make sure I did not miss anybody. Okay, love, you can drop your question. Oh, you're good. You're good. He just lingering, huh? All right, let's start off with some oracle messages. Let's start there. Let's see. Holy Spirit, Divine Source, please show me messages for Tasha. What messages do you have for Tasha? Yay, I love to hear it. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you, Tasha. Not that my honor means anything, but I'm just proud of you for standing up for yourself and maintaining your boundaries. Because, sometimes people can be very manipulative and make you gaslight you, make you feel guilty for having boundaries and try to like low key get you to like be like, well, this time I guess I'll no. If you said no, no is no, is no, is no, is no all day long. I remember people did that to me on Instagram when I stopped. When I stopped, I chose to stop taking personal DMs because people were disrespectful. They were inconsiderate, rude, and just flat out disrespectful. Like, I literally had people in my DMs saying all kind of stuff. And it would be all times of the night, early morning, and I'm just like, y'all have no respect. So what we're not going to do is allow you to do this. I'm not going to allow it. The moment I do it, they start throwing shade. Oh, it probably was me. Oh, then it probably if it resonated with you, then you're the one that needs to stay out of my DMs. Let's see. So the first message Spirit gave for you is increase Increase, which is, I love this because this is like, for me, this is like blessings coming in. Sharing, reaping rewards. You're going to reap the rewards of your boundaries and sticking to them. Blessings are going to come to you for maintaining your stance. We have expansion, flowering, encouragement, fertile ground, and abundance. So this is beautiful. That's what's coming to you. The blessings are coming. The abundance is coming because you did the work. You decided, I need to change this. You decided to change it and you're sticking with it. We've got keeping still, meditation, self-renewal, composure, detachment, self-acceptance, and serenity. This is beautiful because I feel like this is the energy that you're in already. And Spirit's just confirming that this is the perfect energy for you to be in right now. Like, to be still, peace, be still. Because you're not being so quick to give in to anyone's advances. You're not being so quick to jump at somebody's every beck and call. You're taking the time to reflect. That's what meditation, prayer, those things are all about. Self-renewal, you're taking the time to still heal and work on those parts of you that you know still need to be worked on. Composure, you're maintaining your composure. You're not losing it. You're not allowing somebody just to have you crumble or fall. Because you know, sometimes people, especially people who have ill intentions towards you, they want to see you fail. They want to see you give back in. Because the moment you give back in, it's like you confirm that they thought you were weak. You confirm that they thought that you would never be able. She's easy. All I have to do is call her up and say this, and she's just going to give in to me. Nope. Self-acceptance. And this is the biggest lesson I feel like you may have learned in your entire journey is what works for you. Your feelings matter. They're valid. What works for you and what doesn't work for you. You don't have to tolerate and you do not have to put up with it. For the sake of love, for the sake of family, for the sake of anything. If it doesn't work for you, you don't have to deal with it. And the serenity comes with that. Right? But we grow. And that's what my channel is all about. This is why I say I'm so proud of you. And I will use you as an example because I know that you went from one state of being to another state of being. But you chose to come out of that state of being. You chose to see someone for who they really were. You chose to acknowledge the truth, embrace it, acknowledge it, and move forward. Not stay stuck in this continual pattern of, well, I don't want to lose this person, or I'm afraid to be alone, or I just got to have a man, or that type of energy. You know what it is that you want, you know your worth, and you know what you don't want and what you're not going to tolerate. And that's exactly where you need to be. That's why you're getting so much peace right now, because you're maintaining those boundaries regardless of who comes towards you, regardless of who reaches out, regardless of who's thinking about you. You're still maintaining those boundaries. So the blessings come in, you know. Oh, you're most welcome, love. What do you want her to know about the Aries? What's his overall energy? Let's see, what's his overall energy? Overall energy of the Aries. Diana, are you still here, love? I wasn't sure if she was still here or she was just popping in to say, hey. So what is the overall energy surrounding the Aries? Please give me one card. When you grow and you can see your own growth, that's like the most beautiful thing, because you can literally be at peace with what's going on around you. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups tells me that he's comfortable where he is. He's comfortable where he is. Yeah, he's comfortable. Hey, Aquarian love, how are you? The Sun. Yeah, he's happy with his current situation. But I also, for me as a reader, the Sun can also be signs of narcissism. So that could be, I don't know, but that just that message came up as well. It could be that he's happy that things are kind of like going his way. Overall energy, 5 of Wands in reverse. So he's coming out of this energy of wanting to be right. He doesn't want to like he doesn't want to fight with you, Tasha. He doesn't want problems. Now he wants to be at peace with you because I feel like you bring him happiness. You bring him joy. 4 of Cups. It's almost like, you know, that saying that my grandmother used to say, and my granddaddy. You don't miss your water until your well runs dry. 4 of Cups. You see how he's sitting here in the dark by himself with that cup on the table? It's like you don't miss your water until your well runs dry. You have a cup sitting right here, but you talking about you thirsty and you looking at all these other tables here for a glass of water, and there's a glass of water sitting right here. He had you here the whole time, but he kept you in his back pocket. He slept on you. Meanwhile, he may have been entertaining other people, other situations. And so the moment that you gathered your wherewithal and you said, you know what, enough's enough, I'm not dealing with this no more, then it was over. Aquarian love, if you donated for a reading, please let us know. Drop a green heart so we can add you to the list. But you see what I'm saying, Tasha? Like it's like he doesn't want to be in that energy of being distant from you, because it's like now he sees it. Now he sees what he missed out on. Now he sees your worth. So that's where his energy is at. So what are the Aries desires? What are the Aries desires for this connection between him and Tasha? What are the Aries desires? Hey, Alexis. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, love? Oh, okay. Now he wants to try to come in and make an offer. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. For those of you all who are just hopping in, please let me know if you send a super chat, if you send a donation, Cash App, PayPal, please drop a green heart so the moderators know. Queen of Wands. Yeah, because he sees you as the whole package. Yeah, now he wants to bring in an offer. That's how he's feeling. Thank you, Alexis. Yeah, Page of Cups and the Moon. Page of Cups is always in tarot. The Page of Cups is always my baby come back. You see the note, I love you. Yeah, love messages opening up. So now he wants to open up, Tasha. Now, with the Moon, it's because he doesn't really know what you're thinking or feeling towards him. So it's like now, it's like, I could lose her. Like I said, missing your water. You don't miss your water until your well runs dry. It's like now that you've withdrawn your energy, literally, now it's like he wants to come back in, Page of Cups, and say, oh, you know, I'm sorry for the way that I treated you. I wish I had done better. You know, I'm going to start doing more of this, more of that type energy. That's what he's hoping. That's what he's hoping he can do. He's hoping he can give you some kind of offer that sounds good, that seems like it's stable. And you'll be like, oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. I would fill it out. I would definitely fill it out because, hang on a second. Okay. Exactly. Look, Two of Swords, because this is your energy. You're not doing anything until you see something different. You are not moving. You are not speaking. You are not budging. The World. Yeah. Unfinished business here. You've distanced yourself. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because you felt like this was a karmic cycle that had to be closed out in your life, and you dealt with it and you're done with it. You feel like it's done, but it's like in his energy, he's not done. Like he has unfinished business with you. Basically, that's how he feels about it. Spirit, what's his intentions? Which is okay, because we all have those karmic connections that help come into our life to teach us lessons. Because life literally is an experience when we come in. It's literally an experience. They say that Earth is like a few realms above absolute hell. So if your soul can make it through this realm, listen, you got it made, okay? Because Earth is not So what's the possible intentions of the Aries? What's his possible intentions towards Tasha? I'm laughing because the first card that pops out is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, he wants to see if he can move forward with you because he knows that you are not playing. Look at her face. He knows that you are not playing. Like, you got 21 questions you want to know. Okay, so you're saying this, but what about this? What about it? King of Cups. Yeah, he still has love for you. He does. Possible intentions here. And he wants to express that to you. King of Pentacles. Yeah, that he actually does want to invest and give to this. Yeah. He's thought about it a lot. I had the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck too. Yeah, Ace of Cups. He's hoping to like renew this connection with this Ace of Cups energy. That's his possible intentions towards you. Spirit, what's the advice? What is the advice for Tasha? Right now, y'all, donations are $10. They will switch come Tuesday. It'll be 12. And 12 will be a 5-card pull. And it'll be 22 for a deep dive or 10-card pull. Just so y'all know. I'm changing things up a little bit on my channel because, as everybody knows, across the board, prices have increased, but I didn't want to increase them too much. So that's what we're going with. What's the advice? Also, like I was telling everybody in last night's live stream, if you have any great suggestions for collective readings, please let me know. Spirit's giving you the same message again as last week, Tasha. It says, wait, take your time. And I feel like you're doing just that. Just that. Oh, we got financial stability, work in progress. Those two popped out. We got obstacles to overcome. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy process, but Spirit says you're a work in progress, so don't even feel bad on those days where you just feel like, ugh. Spirit says trust the process because romance is coming towards you. Yeah, romance is going to come towards you because you've been working so hard on trusting the divine and trusting in the divine plan for you and working on yourself, work in progress, and overcoming those obstacles. Spirit's like, listen, you're gonna have a new love interest come in, but don't be afraid to make yourself available either. Like, if you feel like you're ready to date again and get back out there like that, don't be afraid, girl. So go get your hair done, your nails done, get the cute little outfit, and go out. It's all right to go out and have a dinner date, you know, have some drinks and talk or whatever, you know. Put yourself back in the market. Also, too, I feel like when people know that you're blessed and highly favored and that they're not your only option, then they're forced to really think about their actions like, oh, well, you know what? I really could lose her. She's talking to other people and she's keeping her options open. Spirit says time for self-focus. Time for self-focus. And I feel like that's going to be the biggest thing for you this week. Time for self-focus. Focusing on you. And Spirit says express your feelings Express your voice and feelings. So make sure you make it known what it is that you want. Okay? What it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. Both, actually. I'll just put this over here. All right. All right, my loves. All right, my loves. You're most welcome, love. Yeah, sometimes you need to go out too, because let me tell y'all something. Self-confidence is a very attractive. Somebody who carries themselves with dignity, with class, a woman who has poise, who knows what she wants, who can be feminine yet firm at the same time. Beautiful energy. Men are automatically attracted to you because not only are you classy, but you also are firm. You know what you want and you know what you won't tolerate. So just finding that balance when you're out here dating people, being safe, being smart, it makes a difference. But you also have to be confident. If you know that you want something, then don't settle for anything. I say this all the time. If you go to the restaurant, right, and you order steak and they bring you chicken, you're not going to eat the chicken because that's not what you ordered. Same thing with a connection. If you want a man of a certain caliber or a woman of a certain caliber, don't settle for someone who's half-assing the relationship, who only shows up when it's convenient for them, who doesn't take your feelings into consideration, who's very self-absorbed, who's always broke, who can never afford anything, who doesn't really know what they want or where they're going in life. If that's not what you want, if you're just wanting a good time, then go, by all means, go ahead, wing it. But if you're wanting more depth than that, be selective. Be selective, but honey, date them all. See who's going to be the fairest of them all. See who's going to be a good match for you, for your lifestyle. If it's somebody that's like, oh, I don't really have time for children right now, but you have children or you want children, don't waste your time. Do not waste your time, because there's so many other people out there who would be willing to accommodate you. That's why I say all the time, don't settle for what you don't want, because the saying goes, what one person won't do, somebody else will. Just saying. But you're most welcome, love. Anybody else who've already donated for a reading, it is still $10 today. So if you want your reading, go ahead and send your donations now. Let me know if you've done it so we can keep it rolling. Let me know so we can keep it rolling. But what else was I going to say while I'm waiting? Because I'm trying to give y'all time to confirm. Trying to give y'all time to confirm on what it is that you want. But what was I going to say? In the process of dealing with other people, dating, all that stuff, like, don't forget your spiritual hygiene. Don't forget God, spirit, source, however you identify. Don't forget to do your regular, normal spiritual practices. Because what I find with a lot of people, when they get into a relationship with someone, they forget their family, the people who've been there for them. They forget their best friends. They forget their children. Like, they start neglecting all of the most important relationships. Your relationship with God, source, spirit, number one. If you start neglecting those important relationships, then you're going to find that you're going to have problems when it comes to dating. And the devil's going to creep right on in because you don't have a spiritual connection. You're looking at things from a physical standpoint. Oh, this person is physically attractive. They're funny. They seem like they've got money. You're looking at everything from a physical perspective instead of a spiritual one. Now, I'm not saying everybody's not religious. Some people are atheists, whatever the case may be. Whatever floats your boat. But whatever your spiritual practices are, whether you're Muslim, whether you are Christian, Catholic, whatever you do, don't forget your spiritual practices, because it's what helps ground you to source, right? You want to stay grounded when you're dating and dealing with people so that you can stay level-headed and make wise and logical decisions, not just based on this. Because I can seem like a nice person, right? I have a pretty face and a nice smile. But until you get to know me as a person, you don't know anything about me. So just because I look good, smell good, sound good, doesn't mean that I'm good for you. You see what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Don't forget your spiritual practices. It's important. Meditation, prayer, whatever works for you. Getting out in nature, taking walks or jogging or fast walking, whatever you do, staying active, right? Taking care of your body because your body is a temple. Being aware of who you allow into your body. That is very critical. This whole hookup culture is disgusting to me because hooking up from one person to that person to this person, I mean being sexually intimate. That's exactly what I mean. You spread sexually transmitted demons because you don't know what this person has been through, the trauma they've endured, and you sleeping around with multiple people creates a spiritual warfare. So you have to be selective when you're dating. You have to use discernment. You have to use better judgment. You have to be a good judge of character and be able to see things from a deeper perspective outside of just the physical of what you like. Oh, he's so handsome. You know, oh, his car is nice. Girl, did you see what he had on? He smelled great. You see, all of these physical things that we look at, not looking at the person's character. As soon as he walks in the door, he's waiting on people to wait on him because he expects that. You see what I'm saying? Like, he expects you to pay. He doesn't even offer. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to take note of the little things because the little things, they add up to bigger things. So keep that in mind when you're out here. Wishing you all the best of luck in love and whatever else other ventures you want. Even in business, you have to keep your mind guarded. Keep your mind in the right place, in the right frame of. Even with friendships, I don't know if y'all have had that experience, but even with friendships, you have to be careful who you allow into your energy because everybody does not deserve that type of a relationship with you. Everybody can't be trusted. You have friends that will turn around and bite the hand that feeds them, or turn around and do some two-faced type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They'll pretend to be a friend in your face, but then turn around and do something different. There are genuine good best friends. You know, I have a few, but you have to be so selective because I've also had those people who've been two-faced to me and pretend to be one way and then turn around and do something different. So you have to learn. Like, you have to learn. Exactly, Tasha. You have to learn. You have to use your discernment. Who is worthy of this type of treatment? Who deserves this type of treatment? It's the same thing, hell, even with my subscribers and followers on my channels and, you know, on my social media accounts. I have to be careful with who I give certain things to because everybody is not genuine. I have people who watch my channel just to turn around and critique. One, critique what I'm saying, or two, turn around and try to take the information that I use and use it somewhere else. They're not genuine supporters. They just come here to see what they can get and leave, and I'm not about that. Yes, family too, Tasha, family too. You have to be careful with who you allow into your space, into your energy. Like, you have to be, and even with clients, like, I have to be selective with who I read for. I can't read for everybody. Some people who come to me in a very extreme anxiety energy, I won't read for you. I'll let you know right now, I'm not the reader for you. Somebody who's very emotionally sensitive, I cannot deal with because it's very difficult to get through to someone who's in that frame. Until they can meditate, pray, whatever they need to do to ground themselves, then I can't do a reading for someone who comes to me in that energy because it's projected to me through their questions. I can pick it up. And so I don't want to take on that energy when I'm doing a reading. So I'm like, listen, get yourself together, cry, write it out, take a shower, go for a drive, go for a walk, come back, give yourself a couple of days, come back, and then try again because this is not going to work. Readings, let me tell you this, readings should not be booked in desperation. Readings should never be booked in desperation, which is why it tickles me when I hear the term emergency reading. Because how is a reading an emergency? If you're that bad off mentally, call the suicide hotline prevention. Call 911. Literally call a licensed medical professional Tarot readers are not that. They're not that. So it tickles me when I hear readers saying, oh, emergency readings. What? What? I'm that person that I will never do an emergency reading. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But all of that to say, don't forget your spiritual practices and your spiritual connection. Like I said, it doesn't matter your religious background. Hey, Happily, how are you, love? Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course you can. I'm so glad you're back in here. I'm going to have a moderators meeting a little bit later this afternoon. I got to run to the store when I get off of here because I don't have no food in my house. But I didn't go grocery shopping yesterday. But I plan on having a moderators meeting. So I hope you can attend, Happily. Like, I'm hoping. I miss you too. I actually was going to email you the other day and I got distracted. Because you always have such great feedback. Because I'm trying to redo my collective readings for this month. Yep, exactly right, Love Squad. You always have such great feedback, Happily, on what types of readings collectively, because I'm going to be doing that. And I'm increasing my prices as well too, because the prices of everything have gone up. But I was talking about like your spirituality, your spiritual practices, and connecting with the people who've always been there for you. Like taking the time to still nurture those connections, even when you're in a relationship with somebody, because you don't want to forget your friends, your close friends, your family members, and you don't want to forget God's source, spirit, however you identify. When you're dating, you want to be able to see things from a spiritual, a higher perspective, not just physical. Very true. When your space is, your intuition is very much, you can see a lot of things. Because I don't know about y'all, but I keep seeing these stories, especially on YouTube, of young women, entrepreneurs, people who are great in the community. They go on these dating apps. I know 2. Yes, Happily. Yes, girl, you already know the vibes. I've seen at least 2 already with this in this past week that were killed from, one was on Bumble, and the other one I think was on Tinder. A nursing student in Chicago, she was strangled by the guy she was dating. She met him on a dating app. And I'm like, what? What is this? And then when they show the picture of the guy, I immediately felt like he had bad energy all around him, his aura. It was just like, And then there was another one who the same type of situation happened. These women are from 2 totally different places, 2 totally different nationalities, but it's happening more frequently. And I really, really want to encourage women to pay attention. Pay attention to more than just what you see, and be safe. Be safe. If I can't stress anything anymore, be safe. Don't go anywhere with somebody alone on a first date. Alone? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Like, Take a friend, take your sister, take a brother, but don't go by yourself. Don't go by yourself. For sure, don't go by yourself. Like, because no. Yeah. Thank you, love. You can drop your question. But just keeping your spiritual practices at the forefront, If you have a certain routine every day, if you start your day out with prayer, perfect. If you start out with meditation, perfect. Whatever you do to keep yourself spiritually grounded. If you read from the Quran, if you read a Bible, whatever you do, if you do daily affirmations, whatever you do to help ground yourself, do it. But stay in that routine. Don't leave your routine because you found a man or you found a woman or you're in a relationship now, so you throw everything else away. Like, no, keep doing what you're doing. Just like if you always If every 2 weeks you go to the nail salon, keep going. Don't let it stop. If you were dressing nicely when you met the person, continue to dress nicely. Like, don't stop. To keep your vibration high, one is prayer. One is prayer, Tasha Love. Or meditation, whichever one works for you. But another one is essential oils. I use them, and some, like I said earlier, because Aisha was saying something about lavender. Be careful with that. You want to use a carrier oil, but also fragrances. I know this sounds weird, but fragrances. There's certain fragrances, like scientific studies have been proven to prove that certain things like incense. This is why burning incense is a good thing, because it helps to raise your frequency. It does. Essential oils raise your frequency, your vibration. Eating clean helps raise your vibration. Flowers, fresh flowers, whatever your favorite flowers are, get them, put them up. They help raise your vibration. Okay, those are tips, and I'm gonna share more tips on my Instagram account. Let's see, the Pisces. Let's see, what's the possibility? Let's see what his overall energy is. You know what? Honestly, happily, you're most welcome. You are most welcome, Tasha Love. Ooh, I'm going to be sharing more tips for y'all, though. What was I going to say? Fragrances, and I don't mean just, I think I said this before. Yeah, fragrances, like really good quality perfume. I'm telling you, fragrances do something. Good smelling fragrances, like when you use potpourri in your home, or plugins, or like I said, burning incense or candles. The scents help to lift the spirits. It helps to lift the spirits in a good positive energy. Let's see. Honestly, though, happily, it's a risk. I wouldn't even waste my time texting him if it's been no contact this long, because it's been a little while. I wouldn't even bother. Or what is the Pisces overall energy towards happily? What's his overall energy? Honestly, because I don't think the Pisces is, if he's gone this long, yeah. 3 of Swords. This is how he feels about the situation. Like, he feels like it's over between y'all. He feels like it's a loss. What is he thinking? You're welcome, love. You're most welcome. He does feel heartbroken about it. He feels like it's kind of over between y'all. That's what I'm picking up from him. What is the Pisces feelings towards happily? He is curious about you. Yeah, he is curious about you, because I got the Page of Swords. So he might still follow you. He might still follow your social media accounts. He might still just check to see if you're around, that type of thing. But see, even that to me is very immature, because if you're an adult and you at one point had a connection, relationship, whatever, with another adult, the adult mature thing to do would be able to say, listen, I really enjoyed our time together. However, I don't think we're compatible, and I don't feel comfortable with continuing this relationship because ... whether it's him, whether it's you, whether it's the sky is blue. What you see what I'm saying? Like, give some closure to the situation, but to just disappear. This is part of hookup culture, by the way. To just disappear and not say anything to someone is just disrespectful. Yeah, because even still, ghosting is not acceptable. You're in a relationship with somebody. Like, unless you absolutely did something that was like really violently aggressive or extremely disrespectful, there's really no real reason for him to have ghosted you. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So yeah, he kind of feels he kind of feels a little bit butthurt because he's still carrying that energy. He still kind of thinks about you. You know, he's still curious to know what's going on with you, if you've moved on and whatnot. But yeah. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. The energy surrounding the Pisces, please. He might feel like I'm kind of picking up with this Knight of Wands energy. He kind of feels like he's free to do whatever at this point, since you guys are distant. But the world comes up again. The world's been coming up for a lot of people. He may still not be fully over you though. Like, he still low-key still kind of wants to know if there's a possibility that you guys can reconnect, even though things kind of fell to pieces with the Tower here. Yeah. Even though things kind of, you guys went through a lot of changes, a lot of shifts, a lot of, I don't want to say meltdowns, but like situations, like you said, a lot of situations that, really needed to be fixed. He doesn't feel like it's completely over. There might still be a chance. Yeah, Ten of Swords. But I feel like he's afraid to reach out to you because he feels like you may be completely done. That's the thing. I mean, I guess you could happily, but here's the thing. Like, what was it that caused you guys to split ways the first time? Because here is my experience with ghosters. Once a ghoster, always a ghoster. He'll do it again. And he's a Pisces on top of that. So even if you guys do get back into communication and you start talking, blah, 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 eventually it's going to fall right back down the rabbit hole. So then it's like, well, you know, see what I'm saying? Ace of Swords. There could actually be a breakthrough. He might respond to you. Okay. Ace of Swords. You might have an opportunity to express what it is that you want from him. And he might also have an opportunity to express that he felt like you cut him off with this Two of Swords. You know, he felt a little bit confused about the situation. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. He felt like it was a loss. This connection was a loss. And it just was really, it weighed heavy on him because he just couldn't. I'm also getting his own insecurities too, because I feel like he felt like he wasn't able to give you what you needed. But also he may be willing to actually hold himself accountable with judgment. He may realize what he lost here with this Five of Pentacles. That, you know, it could have potentially been a really great thing because he sees you as a Queen of Pentacles. Somebody who's practical, logical, stable, pretty much the whole package. So, I mean, it's up to you, but it's like, it could be a repeat situation. You know what I mean? Let's see. What's the possible outcome? Possible outcome between Happily and the Pisces. See, that's what I'm saying. So if he's confused, how can you be sure that anything's going to change by reaching out? You see what I'm saying? It's like, make it make sense. If he's confused, how can you be certain that if you reach out, things are going to change? And he's going to be like, oh, I'm ready for a relationship now. Probably not. He probably still is not ready for no relationship. He doesn't even sound like relationship material. He's confused and you haven't heard from him in weeks. It's just drama. Five of Swords. Possible outcome, Five of Swords. And I want you to see his face. Because this is what you're going to feel like. If you reach out to him again, it's going to be this type of thing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's, you know, yeah. Seven of Swords. I get manipulative energy. Like he plays games. Like he doesn't know what's going on. Like he doesn't understand why this happened. He knows exactly why this happened. Eight of Swords. He's gonna play the victim. Like, oh, he was just in such a hard situation and you left him guessing and trying to figure it out. Yeah, but I mean, even a good friend is gonna be in touch with you at least, every so often. Like, my goodness. But you might feel like pulling your hair out because you might end up feeling like with this Five of Swords that it just won't work. But at least, like you said, with this Ace of Swords, you'll get clarity. Oh, that's okay, Aquarian love. You're good. You're good. Do you have Cash App? Let me see. Eight of Swords. Yeah, he may play the victim though. Like, oh, I've just had so much going on and I've been so busy. So, I haven't had time to call or send a quick text. So, I'm sorry that things went the way they went because, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? So, well, just let me know, Aquarian. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely crazy because they're all over the place. Let's see. And even if you don't, just let me know, Aquarian. I'll still get you. It's not like you don't support my channel. You do. You do, love. I appreciate you. Are these messages? Okay. Alright, sorry. Messages from the Pisces. Oh, I'm sorry, love. You sure? Because I got you. I was just thinking of an alternative. Because, yeah, the hackers are... you got to be careful with your email because that's one of the ways they try to steal personal information. And switch up your password like once a month or once every other month. Because with everything circulating on the internet, anything can slip into the wrong person's hands. Messages from the Pisces. If you change your mind, email me. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Not relevant. Oh, look, I miss you. That's a message from him. Happily. I miss you. I love you. Yeah, he still cares about you. Oh, I was going to pull this off. I know I've hurt you. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Yep, that too, happily. Longer passwords. Throw some numbers and stuff in there. No job, broke, debt issues. So he could be dealing with some financial issues too. Could be student loans, could be anything. Could be anything. Anxiety, crying. I feel like more anxiety than crying, but I mean, he is a Pisces, so it's possible. Anxiety, especially over money issues. Good. I'm so glad that that's fine. I am afraid to come forward because I'm afraid you will turn me down. See? Yeah. He's nervous because, yeah. But I feel like with him, there's a lot of excuses, though. I feel like there's a lot of excuses. Yeah, you can love somebody, but still. I have so much to tell you. What did I tell you? Drama? Drama. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He does love you and miss you, but he's got too much going on. Family, friends are trying to keep us apart. I don't know. I don't know if that resonates or not. That was a message. Having dreams of you. Dinner date. The energy that I get from a dinner date is just spending that quality time, whether it's over the phone, in person, whatever the case may be. So he might be dreaming about spending time with you. Yeah, I'm not financially able to come to you right now. That's the issue. He has a lot going on. I miss you so much. So that's for sure. He misses you. But it's like he has so much to tell you because he's got so much going on. He's still thinking about you because of the dreams. He's still thinking about you. Oh, wow. He's afraid to come forward because he's afraid that you'll turn him down because of your past situations, of him ghosting, and that's his own fault. If he hadn't ghosted, maybe he wouldn't have been blocked, you know? You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. But the thing of it is, you're most welcome, love. Thank you. And I'm going to post what time I'm going to have the moderators meeting so I know that everybody will be here. It'll be quick. I promise I won't keep y'all long. But just to give y'all updates and stuff. Because we've had some changes. Yes, we have. We've had some changes. So I just want to keep all of my moderators abreast to what's going on. I also plan on asking Jessica if she wants to be a moderator. Aquarian. Thank you, love. You can go ahead and drop your question. Okay, absolutely. I'll post it on Instagram and in the community tab so everybody who follows me there can see it and hop in, because Queen wasn't here this morning. Valerie wasn't here this morning. A lot of folks wasn't here this morning. So hopefully they'll hop in this afternoon. We'll see how that goes. And I still got Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn's readings to do. So we gonna try to get through that. All right, Aquarian love, we are waiting for you. Let's see. Yeah, I think even if you do, if you text him happily, I think at least you will get is like clarification as to what happened. So for your sake, it might be a good idea. Ooh, so you got romantic feelings going on, Aquarian? You got romantic feelings going on, Aquarian? Girl, let's see about it. Let's see about it. Let's see about it. Let's see, overall energy. Gary. So what are Gary's feelings towards Aquarian lights? What are Gary's feelings towards Aquaria? Like, what are his feelings? Self-worth. Whew. Okay. So he feels like you definitely know your worth. Like you're a woman of high caliber, Aquarian. Like he just picks. It's amazing that people can pick up that vibe from you already. Like he knows you don't play no games, girl. For real. All right. How is he feeling? Ooh. Ooh. Refocus. Okay, so with refocus, I'm picking up that he's feeling like you may not be interested like in a full-on relationship right now because of work and things you got going on, but you're kind of focused on your career and just trying to deal with that right now, which makes sense. It's almost like he can pick up that you're goal oriented. You're very much focused on work and success. That's good. Yeah, that's what it looks like here. See how her back is turned? And she's kind of just doing her own thing. Like very Aquarius energy. Like you're focused on what you're doing, your work, your job, all that. We got union. I think he might kind of be curious to know what a connection with you might be like. So he kind of, it's up here, cycles. But in his mind, he may be afraid to repeat a cycle that he's already been through himself with somebody. So he might be a little bit afraid to approach you. We have fear here. We have fear. When I tap into his feelings, we got fear. So he may be a little bit afraid to approach you. I feel like because of intimidation. Some men are a little bit intimidated by successful women. Women who kind of hold powerful positions. They're a little bit intimidated to approach because they don't know how that's going to go. I think it's an ego thing, honestly. How is he feeling towards Aquarian spirit? How is he feeling? Yeah, awakening. I feel like with awakening, he's just kind of, what I heard was filling you out, kind of like trying to fill out the whole environment, trying to see, just kind of learn your mannerisms and quirks and all that. Just kind of look, surrender. Yeah, kind of going with the flow. That's what I'm getting. Just kind of going with the flow. Seeing how things go, seeing if there's any attraction, seeing if just playing it by ear, basically. Admired. He does think you're beautiful. And this is a whole new situation with spring. Not to mention that spring is just around the corner. So, so that's a good thing. He also admires your certain qualities. Like I said, that you're hardworking. You're very much a leader, like that type of energy. So he sees you from a distance and he admires you from a distance. That's what I'm getting. I mean, I would personally, that's just because I do it all the time. Like people that I place on jobs, sometimes they'll see me in public. I don't remember the person, but they'll be like, hey, Jackie. And I'm like, hey, I don't even remember who you are. And they'll be like, I'm so-and-so. You had me working over at that place and got me a job over there. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh, okay, well, great. I'm glad everything's working out. Oh, that I was never introduced to? Probably not, because that's just weird. Yeah, I probably wouldn't, because that's weird. I'd be like, I don't really know you like that. But I have waved at strangers because I thought, like, how you think you know somebody, and I'm like, and they're looking at me like, do I know you, ma'am? Probably not. So anywho. That's just me. That's just my weird quality, though. Everybody ain't like me. I'm guilty of waving at strangers. Yes, ma'am. Because, yeah, like I thought I knew the person, and then I was like, oh, I don't. But I guess a little wave don't hurt nobody. Hey, hey, how you doing? Hey, hey. Mm. Yeah, it don't hurt nobody. I feel like, you know what, in a world with so much evil, so much hate, and stress, you know what, a little wave might, you know what, if it makes them happy, you know, if it makes them smile, if it brings them joy. Hey, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, good to see you. There's certain stores I go to and people, I don't know the people personally, but they always greet me and they always, you know, whenever I leave, they just, it's just hospitality, I guess. But it is a little weird to have somebody waving at you that you don't know, that you've never met, and y'all work in the same facility. It's a little weird. But I'm just like that. I'm just cordial to people. I don't know. That's just my personality. But yeah, I feel like he doesn't really have like, I don't feel the feelings for you are strong. I feel like he thought about approaching you or saying something to you, but I feel like it's more on a I feel like it would be more on a platonic level, if that makes sense. I don't feel romantic. Oh my goodness. Yes. Girl, we've talked about this company so many times. Trust me. I know how they work. But I don't feel like it would be more on a romantic level with you right now. Because like I said, he's new. It's new. I feel like he's curious to get to know you. But I don't get romantic feelings from him though. I really don't. Like, I feel like he admires your work ethic, your drive, your ambition. That's what I feel like he likes about you. And he doesn't even know you like that. So, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I feel like it's more of a platonic energy than anything. Like, I don't feel like like a love connection. It's just more of a platonic thing. That's what I'm feeling from him. So I hope that makes sense. Let's just ask for shits and giggles and see if maybe he might have romantic feelings. I'm gonna ask this as a yes or no question. Spirit, does Gary have romantic feelings for Aquarius? I don't feel like he does. I really do not. I just don't feel like he does. That's just me. You are most welcome, love. Thank you for all of your love and support. Nope, Spirit said nope right off the bat. I got the moon. Nope. He does not have romantic feelings for you, Aquarian. If he has any feelings at all, it's platonic. Nope. Yeah. We need one card for his overall feelings, if any. Gary's overall feelings, if any. Page of Swords. Perfect. Perfect energy, Page of Swords. Because you know, pages are very childlike energy, young energy, new energy. So with the Page of Swords, he's very curious about you. This does not indicate romantic at all. He wants to know about you. I feel like he might be asking other people around the facility about you, but he sees you, and so he's curious to learn more. Remember, swords are intellectual, it's air energy, right? So you got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So he's curious. He may have heard some gossip about you too. With this Page of Swords can be gossip, rumors, other people talking about you. So he may be curious to find out more about you for himself, Aquarian. You're welcome, love. Hey, Crystal. Christopher the Libra. How long have you and Christopher the Libra been going on? Let's start there. Thank you for the super chat, love. Appreciate it. I am good. How are you? Ooh. So you guys are friends. Is it just friends, Crystal, or is it friends with, benefits? I have to be specific with spirit because it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Okay, gotcha. So have you always low-key had deeper feelings for Christopher? Let me ask that question. And then Crystal, you're gonna be my last person for this morning, and I'm gonna hop off here because I need to go get some food. Y'all know I'm a foodie. Y'all know these things. I'm a foodie. I didn't even eat breakfast, y'all. I could have had a muffin, but I didn't. What is Christopher's feelings towards Crystal right now? What's his feelings? Because I need to know. The world. Okay. And the world keeps coming up, you guys. So with that being said, and I have a hangman on the bottom of the deck, so that tells me that he's just kind of going with things as they go. Like he's not. He's not concerned about it though. He's not. The world tells me he's comfortable with what he's doing. He could be a fixed sign, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, or an Aquarius. He could be a fixed sign or an earth sign is what I'm getting. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. He could be one of those. But, or have those, no, I'm sorry. He could have those placements in his chart because he's a Libra. He could have those placements in his chart. Let's see. What else we got going on here? Queen of Cups. Yeah, he sees you as a very loving person. He sees you as someone who could potentially be marriage material, but he's not. I feel like his mind is far away from that right now. I don't think, yeah, Two of Cups. You guys share a special bond in the friendship that he really doesn't want to break. But he definitely does have love for you. Six of Cups. You guys, you make him feel comfortable. You guys have history together. You guys have shared a lot about each other's lives. So he definitely feels comfortable with you for sure. You know, we've got Death. And this is about transformation. Like, it has the potential to turn into something more than just a friendship, Crystal. But at this point in time, he's got a lot going on mentally that he's dealing with. To try and make a decision like that right now wouldn't be like on the top of the list for him right now. Right now, he's more concerned about working on what he's got going on right now. Whatever that is, work, school, bills, adulting. He's more focused on that right now. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. He's working hard on whatever it is he's got going on right now. Whether it's a special project, he's creating something new, paying things off. Like, that's what he's focused on right now. But he does have a lot of love for you. Ten of Cups. And he does eventually want to have that end all be all, that happily ever after, that, you know, that loving, supportive family. Let's see. Six of Swords. Yeah. He just wants to continue to move forward in peace. Seven of Pentacles. He's reevaluating the friendship. He really is, to see where it's going to go. I would say yes. I'm going to ask Spirit, like, if you've been friends with a guy and that's been working for you for 11 years, then continue being friends with him. That's what I would say. There's nothing like a good best friend. There's nothing like it. You don't want to mess that up because, you know, you got feelings. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to mess up a good friendship just because you're wanting to get married and you got emotions going on. I would say yes. Let me ask Spirit, what's the advice? Spirit, what's the advice for Crystal with Christopher? That's funny. Crystal and Christopher. Look. Wait, take your time. Wait, take your time. Yeah. Ooh. Be more assertive. If this is what you want, though, you need to let it be known. Be more assertive. If you have stronger feelings than just the friendship, then you might want to tell him that so he knows. Stay positive. We got remain positive. We got Pisces season, which we are in right now. Right now, it needs to be discussed, because if that's what you want, then it needs to be discussed. But Spirit says, don't force the situation. Don't force it. Just let it be known how you feel, right? So he knows where you guys stand on an emotional level. But Spirit also says, pray on it, meditate on it, sleep on it, meditate, contemplate, right? But take your time. Wait. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. And what do you like? You know what I mean? Like, you might find that you yourself may not fully be ready for a marriage right now. Sounds cute in theory, but marriage comes with a lot of legalities, a lot of responsibilities that you don't have to deal with when you're single. It just does. But you guys have a good thing. You know, you don't want to mess up a good thing while you have it, because getting into a relationship or even being physically intimate with a friend ruins a friendship. It will ruin, I'm telling you now, it will ruin your friendship. So what are Christopher's thoughts? What are Christopher's thoughts towards Crystal? All right, so these are the two that popped out. Addictions, codependency is affecting this connection. So you constantly needing to feel validated or feel like things are going a particular way is a no-no. That's going to create some issues. Learn to break situations of codependency. You said you guys have been friends for 11 years. You were in a relationship with someone else, and now you're talking about moving on to someone else. Be single for a while. You can still be friends with Christopher. Be single for a while, at least 6 months to a year. Give yourself permission to be alone, to be free of masculine energy. Because that when you constantly are in a relationship with somebody, it creates codependency, and then you become addicted to the adrenaline, that rush of attraction and all of that wears off after a honeymoon stage. You need the time to be a judge of character, to see if this is going to go somewhere. Also, his thoughts, okay? I feel like you're disconnecting from me. He feels like he could be losing you because you're wanting to be married so badly for whatever reason. That's something you need to take a look at as well. Why is it that you feel the need to be married right now? Why is that such a pressing issue? What is it that you hope to gain from marriage? Right? But his feeling, please be patient. The universe is working on our union. So be patient. Take your time and just be patient. Wait. Spirit said wait. Excited, happy. You make him happy, just so you know. All right, loves. So that is the advice. That's the advice. Wait, take your time, be patient, let him come to you if that's what he wants. Marriage is not something, it's not anything to play with. It's not something to rush into, because it's a big responsibility, even bigger responsibility if you decide to get a divorce, which takes a whole lot more energy, money, time, and effort. So you definitely want to make sure that's the person. Your eggs are not going to expire. You can adopt a child if you just absolutely want a child. See what I'm saying? And some women have been able to bear in their late 40s. They have. So don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you want a child, but this other person does not. Those are questions that need to be asked as well up front. What are your thoughts on having children? You see what I'm saying? Because that can really affect your connection as well. It's a conversation that needs to be had. Because if that's what you're wanting, marriage and children, then you want to be with somebody who's on the same page. Trust me, I get it. I'm there. I'm 35. Trust me. But I'm never going to put myself in a situation where I feel pressured to do anything just because what? Oh, well, I want to have children. Do you really want to have children? That's another question to really sit and think about. Do you really want to have children, or do you want to have children because that's what everybody around you, family, friends, everybody else around you is doing or has done? Is that something that you really want? Because children are a lifelong responsibility. Once you have them, your life completely changes. It's no longer about you. You no longer have the freedom to leave and go as you please. Now you have another little human being you're responsible for. And if something happens to them, you're responsible for that too. So those are things to really think about. You don't have to be in a rush. You don't have to be in a rush to marry. You don't have to be in a rush to have children. And even if you die without having children, it does not make your life invalid. Every woman on this planet is not going to bear children. That is a fact. And they've lived very long, healthy, successful lives. Meaningful ones, made changes and impacted the world. It doesn't make you any less of a woman just because you don't have a child or you don't have children. It doesn't make the women who have children better than the ones who don't. Do you see what I'm saying? So those are things that you may want to sit down and consider. Why? What is your why? What is your intent behind what it is that you're seeking? Marriage is more of a business. It is. Are you wanting that type of partnership? That depends. You would have to go to an obstetrician to find that out, because every woman's body is different. Just like every woman doesn't have a cycle, every woman doesn't start their cycle at the same age. Some girls start at 10, some girls start at 12, some girls start at 14 or 16. Every woman's body is different. So that's something you would want to go get checked out and see, from your doctor about, maybe how long you have, what would be healthy, because at a certain age, carrying a child becomes what they call high risk. So you might want to consult with a gynecologist, obstetrician, or someone in that field of work. But don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself because of society, because of family, because of religion. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am, it is Sagittarius moon, and welcome to my channel. Either through Super Chat, Cash App, or PayPal. Super Chat usually takes a lot longer, but if you prefer Super Chat, that's fine, love. But don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself, Crystal. Take your time and really make sure you live your life for you first. Have you traveled? Have you gone places you've wanted to go? Because once you have a baby or become pregnant, you will not be able to do that. It's high risk. You can't get on a plane when you're a certain amount of months pregnant. You see what I'm saying? You also can't take an infant on a trip. You can't take an infant to the Eiffel Tower. You can't take an infant to certain places, to certain events. You have to find a babysitter who, guess what, has to be paid every week. Do you see what I'm saying? Now you've got to get diapers and formula and clothes and strollers, car seats. All of these things are expensive. Consider what it is that you want before you say you want it. Do you really want it? Yeah. Do you really want it? Or do you want it because that's what you hear other people saying? Oh, well, you should, by this age, you should be married. You should have children. It's not their business. It's your life. So figure out what you want and do that. My friend was telling me this. Her son is 7. He's 7. And she's like, I love my child. I wouldn't change it for the world. But I will not lie to you. Being a mother, he's her only one right now. Being a mother is difficult. It's very difficult because of all the responsibilities attached. So consider that. Being married is not easy either. Don't let people fool you because it looks cute on social media to be married and post pictures of your wedding ring. It's more than just a wedding ring. It's more than just a white dress. Do you see what I'm saying? Thank you, Sagittarius moon. You can drop your question, love. And you'll be the last person because I'm hopping out of here. Do you see what I'm saying? So don't allow society, religion, because sometimes that happens too. People feel that, they have to do this because of religious whatever. Don't allow people to pressure you. You're welcome, love. Kiari. How long have you and this person been in a connection? And what is Kiari's sign? Tell me his or her sign. Is it a him or is it a her? Because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know and I want to get it right. So I'm asking these questions. I recently had a client ask me the same thing about marriage. When will I meet somebody? When you're ready. You're most welcome, love. Sometimes we think we want something, and then when you actually sit with yourself quietly in meditation or prayer and you think about what you really want, that's not what you really want. You want that because that's what everybody else wants for you. They want you to have kids. They want you to be married. Is that what you want? Think about it. Just think about it. Think about it deeply. You are more than welcome. You're welcome, love. Oh, Lord. He's an Aquarius. And you're a Sagittarius? Or you're, what's your sun sign? You're a Sagittarius moon. I will say this, though. Sagittarius and Aquarius placements usually do get along pretty well for the most part. You're welcome, Crystal Love. Thank you for all your love and support all the time. You're always here. Eventually, at some point, you pop in the live stream. Conversation. Okay, that's good. At least you guys are, at least you're taking the time to kind of fill him out. So that's a good thing. So what's the Aquarius's energy towards Sagittarius moon? Ooh, Cancer sun. Okay. Let's see. I feel like he's undecided. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I feel like he's undecided. I feel like he appreciates how loving and kind you are, but at the same time, it could be overwhelming for him as an Aquarius. It could be a little bit overwhelming for him. So we'll see Aquarius's overall feeling towards Sagittarius moon. Hangman. He's just kind of going with the flow. The Hangman pops up. He's just kind of surrendering to spirit and seeing where this thing goes. Because he's not really sure if he's ready yet. And he's really trying to consider making sure that he makes the best choice. Because the Seven of Cups are about options. He's really analyzing you. So this is great that you guys have been talking for this time, Sagittarius moon, because it's like he's analyzing. Aquarius is very analytical, very much like Virgo. So he's taking in the conversations, the things that you said, and he's replaying it back mentally to see if there's any deception, any manipulation in this. Because he wants to make sure before he chooses you that you're the one. Because once he's in, he's invested. Knight of Pentacles. He's very serious about what he does invest in, and he wants to make sure it's worth his time. Definitely. I also get that he has a huge ego. With this Emperor here, this is my Divine Masculine card. So he definitely has a huge ego. You know, it's almost like he wants to set the tone for the connection, if that makes sense. So he may be asking you a lot of questions to pick your brain to see, you know, if you guys are on the same page intellectually, mentally, emotionally. Queen of Swords. So he may ask you questions that may seem like, why is he asking that? Because he wants to see if you guys are actually compatible. Yeah. I'm getting Hierophant because he really does, he wants a commitment, but he wants to make sure that you guys have the same morals, beliefs. You know what I mean? Like the goals are very similar and he doesn't want to waste time. So, yeah. So he's not making a move just yet. With this Two of Swords, he's not making a move just yet. He's just kind of sitting in place and kind of allowing it to play out with this Hangman energy. The Chariot. He does want to move forward with you. He does. That's for sure. So when it comes to him playing you, I honestly don't believe he is, because if he was, some player things would have came out. But I don't feel like he's playing you at all. Don't feel that at all. He may be a little bit emotionally withdrawn, because that's how us Aquarians are when we first meet somebody. But it's only to protect our inner core, because we don't want to be hurt. We don't want to be played. So we just kind of play it safe before we start showing emotion. Yeah. Eight of Wands. He wants to take action. He wants forward movement with you. He wants to see where this can go. So I'm going to say no. I don't feel that he's playing you. I don't. I feel like you may have been hurt in the past, Sagittarius moon, by someone who may have been a player, very much foolish energy. And so this is a new cycle for you. This is a new cycle for you. And because I feel like the Aquarius is not emotionally where you are, because you are a Cancer, he's not as emotionally, like, he's not going to express his emotions very strongly and openly as you do. You kind of second guess it, so your anxiety gets the best of you. Don't let the devil do that to you. Just allow him the opportunity to get to know you, to take that time to see if this is what he, because look, with the Page of Cups, he is expressing to you that he has love for you. It's slow. It's in small increments. Pages are very childlike energy. It's very little, because he doesn't want to do too much, but he has desire to bring this together with the Magician and then the Ace of Wands. There's definitely a lot of chemistry here, and he sees you as the Empress. He sees you as someone who's marriage material, relationship material, very motherly, very nurturing. So whatever you've been second guessing, there's no need to second guess. Give it time. I would say plan some time. There needs to be a trip planned where you guys can actually meet each other, plan a date night or something, FaceTime, where you guys can actually see each other and see, you know what I mean? So I think that'll kind of help you feel better about the connection. That's what I'm thinking. I think that'll help you feel better about the connection. So what's the overall energy between the Aquarius and Sagittarius moon? Overall energy. Yeah, we got teamwork. Yeah, he wants to build something lasting. There's love here. This little heart is here. This is so cute because he wants to build with you. And it's almost like with the teamwork, it's like he wants to build a friendship with you first. A lot of people don't know this about Aquarius, but Aquarius is very much, we are very sociable people. We love relationships. We love talking. We love, much like Gemini and Libra, we love being around people that we vibe with. So it's like right now, he's treating you like he's kind of friend zoned you until he can see, okay, this can turn into more than just friendship, you know? You're most welcome, love. So he wants to build with you a friendship first. It's that same friends first, lovers later, until he knows that you're solid. You're solid. Because he has deep emotions. And right now, this is the honeymoon stage. This is the honeymoon stage. So you guys are very much expressing how you feel, sharing personal details about your life experiences. This is the perfect time to really open up and talk about what you two want. We have key to my heart and we have freedom. So he wants to make sure that he gives you the key to his heart, that you have the same feelings that he has. You guys want to work together. You have that special bond. This is solid. And he also wants the freedom to be able to, the thing about us air signs, we want the freedom to love you, but we also want the freedom to live and explore life as well, without somebody feeling like we're cheating, without somebody feeling like we're leaving the connection, because that's not it. Most of the air signs I know are very committed when they're in a healthy, loving relationship and they know that their person is solid. But you give us the freedom and the space to be who we are, to do what we love. So as long as you keep this in mind, as long as you give him the freedom to be who he is and not shame him for being who he is. He may have little quirky, weird things about himself, his personality, but that's just Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel like it's you, it's him. We're just a special breed. I'm just gonna tell you that. But as long as you make him feel welcome, you make him feel at home, you make him feel loved, you got him. Girl, you got him. Because most Aquariuses, we just want to feel connected. We want to feel connected to people. We want to feel accepted. We want to feel loved and appreciated. So as long as you give him that energy, he's going to give it back to you even more. All right? You're most welcome. Thank you for hopping in. If you're new, please subscribe and please make sure you hit that notification bell and thumbs up the live stream. I'll be live again hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow evening we'll start at 7:30. If not a few minutes earlier. But thank you guys so much. Everybody who's hopped into the live stream, have a blessed Sunday. Sending you guys love, healing, and positive vibes. And until tomorrow evening, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Moderators, be looking out for my post for our meeting this afternoon so we can have a quick little powwow, talk about some changes for the channel and upcoming readings. Love y'all.